Today's real birthday or registered number? Birthday. Real birthday or some
real. As per date.
Okay.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunjari Vyari Radha Madhava Jaya Kunjari Vyari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jara Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jara Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunjari Vyari Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jayo Jagannatha Jayo Baladeva Subhadramayi Jaya Sudasana Jayo Krishna Balaram Jayo Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jayo Krishna Balaram Jayo Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jayo Jaya Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tado Udire Nashtam Praya Subhadreshu Nityam Bhagavadasya Bhagavate Uttamastoke Bhakti Bhavante Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachanam Pangum Langarite Grim Yetkata Tamagam Mande Shri Guru Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. I seek blessing from all the devotees so that I can speak Bhagavatam in the Parampara for the pleasure of Krishna and the devotees and my own purification. Hare Krishna. So today we will be reciting second canto, 5th chapter, the causes of all curses, sloka number 31. It's very interesting, and today we will be discussing on the mode of good, the passion. So you can all recite along with me. Tasya jatu vikrulbanat indrayani dasa bhavan jana jnana sakti kriya sakti buddhis pranacha tajassu Srotam tava grahana drag jahava vagdor medaya ringari prayabaha tajasatu vikravanat indrayani dasabhavan jnana sakti kriya sakti buddhi prana cha tajasva srotam tva grahana drag juvaha vegdor bagdor mede rangari payavaha tajasyat tu vikravanat indrayani dasabhavan jnana sakti kriya sakti buddhi pranascha tajasva srotam tvagrahana drag jvaha vagdoro medaya rangari payavaha. Word by word meaning. Tajasat, by the passionate egoism. Two, but Vikravanath, transformation of Indrani, the senses, Dasa, 10, Abhavan, generated, Jnana Sakti, the 5 senses for acquiring the knowledge, Kriya Sakti, the 5 senses of activities, Buddhi, intelligent, Prana, the living energy, Cha, also Tejassu, all products of the mode of passion, Srotam, the sense for hearing. Tvat, the sense for touching. Grahana, the sense for smelling. Drak, the sense of seeing. Jivaha, the sense for tasting. Tvak, the sense of speaking. Do, the sense of handling. Medara, the genitals. Angiri, the legs. Payavaha, the sense for evacuating. Translation purport by His Divine Grace His Bhakti Vedanta Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. By further transformation of the mode of passion, the sense organs like ear, skin, nose, eye, tongue, mouth, hand, genital, legs, and outlet for evacuation together with intelligence and living energy are all generated. Purport: the living condition in material existence depend more or less on one's intelligent and powerful living energy. The intelligent to counteract the hard struggle for existence is associated by the sense for acquiring the knowledge, and living energy maintaining himself by manipulating the active organ like the hands and legs. But on the whole, the struggle for existence is an extraction of the mode of passion. Therefore, all the sense organs headed by the intelligence and living energy, prana, are different products and byproducts of the second mode of the nature called passion. This mode of passion, however, is the product of the air element as described before. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjala Shalakya Tachurum Malitam Mena Dasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Swapitam Mena Bhutle Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadam Bisham Padamkyam Vandeham Shri Guru Shivata Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Shagarajatam Saganaraghunatam Idam Tam Tajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagnarita Shri Vichakamcha Hey Krishna Karna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopeshta Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhan Sudevi Pranamami Haripre Pancha Kalpatrubhisha Kripa Sundevcha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo No Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivacharya Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Pangajanapaya, Namo Pangajamaline, Namo Pangajanetraya, Namaste Pangajangiriye. Bhunkter Mahabir Yaima Pura Vibhur Nirmaya Setu Yatam Yusu Purushaha Bhunkter Guna Sodasa Atmaha So Alingrishta Bhagavan Vasamshmi. Hare Krishna, welcome once again for Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. Today we will be discussing on the mode of passion. So it's very interesting how the creation happening in terms of mode of passion. So before we entering into today's class, so let us recap what we have studied so far. The whole creation, the raw material, it's all started from the Mahavishnu. Vishnu, he glanced on the Prakriti. From Prakriti, Mahatattva is its form, and from Mahapatattva, when the Lord glances, then you get that Ahankara. Then when the Mahavishnu glances on the Ahankara, then three gunas are creating that mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. The combination, you get that Ahankara in the mode of goodness, Ahankara in Raja, Agankara in Tapa. So all the three combinations, and so far from sloka number 26 to 29 we understood from the mode of ignorance, Ahankara, what all the creation happened. So there you got it, the basic thing. It's all subtle elements like elements and tanmantras, like 5 elements are earth, water, fire, air, ether, and tanmantras are touch, seeing, taste, smell, okay, so tongue, taste. So all the 5 we got it. And then sloka number 30th, yesterday we had discussed about the mode of goodness. In the mode of goodness, when the Lord Mahavishnu glances, we get the mind and 10 sense devatas. So sense devatas are they are part of our body. They take care of our all the activities like eyes, eyes you can see the Lord. Sorry, one second. I will do that. So Vayu touch, Sun eye, Varuna taste, 2 Ashwini Kumaras first smell, Agni speech, Indra hand, Upendra leg, Mitra anus, and Daksha Prajapati for genital. So this is we understood that these are the Devatas. So 10 Devatas are that's like matrix again. So today's sloka we are then further Mahavishnu glance at the mode of passion. Mode of passion in ahankara, false ego. So further expansion happening in this. We are getting the 2 products, byproducts. One is prana, and the other one is intelligent, buddhi. So these 2 are it's manifesting. So let's so we'll with this background we'll further understand about this one. So from the ahankara in raja arouses the intelligent. Okay, the Shakti of 5 knowledge acquiring senses. So knowledge acquiring senses are required. So buddhi means intelligent, the empowerment of jnana indriyas. So that jnana indriyas, no, that is buddhi comes out. And second byproduct we are getting is prana. So prana is the Shakti of the 5 active senses. Okay, action senses. So prana is important. So prana empowers the karma indriyas. So from here you understand one is jnana indriyas and karma indriyas. So example to understand it now how important these 2 are. If a grown-up person is there, okay, who is you call a special kids, no, so mentally retarded people. So such a person, okay, when the jnana indriyas are may not, if it is not function, then what happens is so then what happens is buddhi compromised and its functions also compromised. That means he cannot act properly. Similarly, if a child is there, okay, the buddhi is not fully grown up, okay, less evolved intelligence, you can say. Excuse me. A small child, 1 or 2 years, less than 1 year, no. When it passes the tool that and they play sometimes, okay, even sometimes they put it in their mouth. You might have seen it because the intelligence is not evolved. So if the mother is not taken, the tool is such as thinking that no, it's obnoxious thing, but because their jnanendras they didn't get the power from the buddhi. So that's why the kid is doing it. Now you understand why they are behaving, because of jnanendras is missing. Because the buddhi is not grown up in jnanendra is also very compromised. Okay, when a child grow up with a evaluation of buddhi, so as the same child when grown up with the evaluation of the buddhi, okay, the jnanendra develops more and it is able to discriminate the more sensitivity of the smell, touch, taste and everything. So the same kid when he is 10 years old, no, it passes through toilet, no, it closes are naturally closer nose and if a bitter food is there, it can recognize. So if it is something rotten fruit, it can touch. By touch it says rotten. So all the same when it was less than a year old, it didn't sense through the sense intelligence, no? Buddhi, it is not able to evolve. So it is not, when it evolved, it is able to discriminate it. Okay. So similarly, no, we'll understand how important the prana also. So when this prana is controlling of the controller, the prana is the controller of karma indriyas. Okay. So prana is there in the anna, means food. Okay. Either one doesn't eat food or fasting. On Ekadasi day, people fast. When the food is that is not getting assimilated in our body due to the improper digestive system also, then our prana is become very weak. So there's two. The one is you are fasting. Other one is if the food is not digested properly, you are become weak. You get it diseased. Okay. So that's why once happened that Prabhupada, when he was initial day of preaching on Ekadasi day, all the devotees were sleeping. Then Prabhupada asked him, why you are people taking rest? He said that no. Today Ekadasi we are fasting, so we don't have energy for book distribution. He said that no, nothing like that. You eat and go distribute the books. So here naturally what happens when you are fasting, you will not have energy to act. So that's a prana. Prana is in the form of anna. Okay. So when the prana becomes weak, immediately it affects the karmendriyas. So what happens is he becomes weak. He can't do hard work and all. His legs and hands become weak. He cannot lift heavy items. So these are the problems are there. So our karmendriyas are controlled by the prana and our jnanendriyas are controlled by the buddhi. By the from the transformation of rajas, 5 karma indriyas controller is the prana. So from the raja guna, that karma indriyas are there the prana comes down. So what are the 5 indriyas are voice, hand, feet. Karma indriyas are voice, okay, sound, hands, feet, anus and penis. So these are working elements. So from 5 jnana indriyas controlled by buddhi. So they are all manifesting the transformation of raja. So they also manifest from the rajaguna only. So what are these 5 knowledge acquiring is thing is ear, skin, nose, eye and tongue. So through that only we can get the sense. Like tongue you can taste, eyes you can see, nose you can smell, skin you can feel the touch and ear you can hear the sound. So these 2 are intelligence. Okay. When the prana become weak, so when the prana become weak, that jnana sakti will not be so much affected. So what happens is like you can see. Okay, it's not that you, because of your fasting, hunger, you are not able. You can see the thing and you can hear also. But the voice is the karmendriya. But the voice is interconnected. Okay, voices comes under karmendriyas, whereas actions are happening in the jnanendriyas. Okay, when prana become weak, that's why when you speak, you feel hungry. So any speakers, debates and all, you can see that on the table they'll keep some water bottle and all, because after they speak, they feel very hungry. So to that, the voice is a karma indriya. When utilized, it consumes the prana. So karma indriya, when action is happening, so it consumes the energy. So prana. Then the prana become weak. Then you need the prana. The prana comes from the anna, food. Okay. Here you feel hungry. Similarly, when you do a lot of physical work, okay, your prana become weak, you feel tired of, okay, you feel hungry. Okay, that time also you need karmendriya. So you need that prana comes in the form of food. So once it quenches, then it will be able to get the energy. So these are the knowledges. Okay. So here what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur talks about this sloka. From the transformation of ahankar is in raja arouses the 10 senses. So from the rajas, 10 senses are creating. One is the Shakti of the 5 knowledge senses is intelligent buddhi. That is, Jnana Shakti comes from the Sattva and Kriya Shakti comes from the Raja. So that also we should know that. Jnana Shakti from the Sattva and Kriya Shakti is from the Raja. So we are getting from the Raja Guna, this Buddhi is coming. So Shakti of the 5 action senses is Prana. Okay, Buddhi and Prana arises from the Ahankara of Raja, and Buddhi comes particularized as the 5 knowledge senses. So if you are categorized, 5 knowledge elements come from the Buddhi, and also 5 Prana comes from the particularly from the 5 action senses. So these are the basic thing. It should be understood that air in the form of Prana. You might see, air is in the form of Prana. Air comes in the mode of ignorance. There we saw that elements. There it comes. Okay. And Ahankar that is the Ahankar in Tamas. Okay. It's also an effect of the Ahankar in Raja also. So we can't 100% segregate it. It's all mix and matches. We told in the beginning itself, it's a matrix. So when one element is getting mixed with another element, okay. So you can see it in both the places. So air is also mentioned from the mode of ignorance, and the prana also mentioned in the ahankara of mode of passion. It has to be understood that air in the form of prana arising from the ahankara of raja, ahankara in tama, is also an effect of ahankara in raja. It is combination of both tamas and raja. So in the previous class also we said that it is not 100% tama guna, it's not 100% raja guna, it's not 100% sattva guna. So all these things, it's a domination of that gunas, but it also has the, suppose you are talking about mode of goodness, it is dominated by sattva, but also it has a raja and tamaguna also there. So this we have to understand that. With this we come to an end of the first part of primary creation. Initially we discussed now a few classes back primary creations and secondary creation. Even in the primary creation, the raw material, so far we have discussed 5 elements, 5 tanmantras, and 10 devata, sense devatas. Then we have discussed about mind, we have discussed about 5 working elements, 5 knowledge acquiring elements. So all that subtle elements like mind, intelligence, false ego. So all put together, these 24 elements, they mixed with 10 sense devatas, so combination going on. So all this, basic raw materials that is called the first part of the creation. It is called Karana Shakti. Okay, manifestation of raw material for the creation. That is basically required. The raw material has come together and fully functional in the universe, okay, which is the Karya Shakti. So the second part of creation is the Karya Shakti, where combination of raw material, it's mixed with each other, and then further expansion is happening. So far that, let's understand little more about these details. The mode of passion, the mode of passion, Bhagavad Gita 7.14, Krishna is telling that the challenge of living entities what are the challenges of living entities? Also he gives a solution in one sloka itself, one line itself. Okay, the divine energy of mind consists of 3 modes of material nature. It is very difficult to overcome. For those who are surrendered, can easily overcome. So he said that it is very difficult to overcome the 3 modes, and same time, if you are surrendered to me, you can easily overcome. So Krishna says the mode of material nature created by him only, that it is difficult to overcome. At the same time, he gives a solution also. Just by surrendering to Krishna, you can able to overcome the Mayas, three modes. Krishna, all energies are divine. All the living entity also part and parcel of Krishna. So we are also, therefore we are also divine only. But because we are being contacted with material energy, the modes, we got contaminated. Therefore the superior nature is covered. Even though we are divine power, the superior energy, superior power, that is because of covering, we are not experiencing it. We are not able to overcome the influence of modes. So because we are covered, it is like a elephant. Long time back we told an example. Okay, how we will take the control of the elephant, gigantic elephant. When the elephant was small baby, it tied that elephant with a small rope. Okay, initially the baby elephant tried to cut it is not possible. For that strength it is big. So as the day goes, the same rope is being used to tie the elephant. The elephant is used to that rope, thinking that I cannot cut. Even it is fully grown up and it can take out that, it can topple the tree which that rope is tied, but still it will not do because it is mentally prepared that I don't have energy to do that. Similarly, the Maya makes us cover our intelligence, okay, put us in illusion. So we think that we are Nitya Bandhas, we have been bound, and so all these things comes into our thing. So out of three modes, today we are discussing our mode of passion. So this world, no, the maximum projection is passion. Okay, anything, no, anybody, people are, if you just go out, people are so much hurry, riding two-wheeler, four-wheelers, walking, running. So we don't know where they are going, but they are in the passion. Okay, the illusions also the eternal. Therefore, so the Maya Shakti also permanent. We are called Nitya Bandha. We are conditioned eternally. Okay, until we come to the lotus feet of Krishna, we can't get liberated. The mode of passion characterized by the attraction between men and women. Basically, the attraction between men and women. Okay, when that becomes prominent, then he developed the anchoring for various material enjoyment. So when they got attracted, then he is anchoring for material enjoyment. So he want to get a good job, he has to earn more money, he has to get married, get a good house and children. So his continuation is going on. So because of the anchoring, okay, the anchoring can be of various form. When we say the anchoring, we talking of very high priority and desperately belonging for that. This is very important for the devotees. Anchoring, the definition is desperately belonging for that. Yes, without that I cannot survive, I'll die. So that is that level of anchoring we are having. Becoming our reason for to live and reason for to enjoy. If you ask that why are you going to office, he said that no, if I don't go, boss will throw out of my job. Okay, so people are fear and he's then why you want money? He said that yeah, why you want job? I to get money. Then he said that. So he's this cycle go on that to live they're finding a reason for that because of anchoring and also reason for enjoyment. If I have money, I can enjoy. So we may be anchoring for prestige, position, more wealth for ourselves, honor in the society, in the nation. We want to be a happy family, nice children, nice wife, husband, nice house. If you see, none of these are wrong. You may say that what my duty is. So you may say that this is all my duty. You will say that. The difference between the discharging our responsibility and anchoring, there is a huge difference. One is discharging our duty, the other one is anchoring that. So anchoring means it become a predominant goal. That is dominating that. So the goal is dominating for our life. Our happiness and distress are caused by attempting to achieve it. Why we are happy, why we are distressed is because we have set the goal that okay, if I get 1 crore money, I'll be happy. So if I lose all my properties, then I'll be distressed. So all this is because of the goal we set ourselves. That's why we are bound by this all happening. Why? Because we are bound by mode of ignorance and mode of passion. Okay, unless we have a large picture of it, okay, the prospect of what is our role, what is our position, okay, what is the position of Krishna, where we stand, how inferior we are. If you don't think all the things, as the responsibility, we have to achieve the goal. We are the subordinate of our spiritual goals. For those material goals, we should be put into the, since we are not understanding the intelligent and the buddhi has been covered, okay, buddhi has been covered by the illusion. So the what we are supposed to really to understand, those things we are putting aside and we are running behind that our anchorings, okay. So for you to understand, let's take an example, Arjuna. Arjuna also put a lot of passion to try to win over the wars. So initially, yesterday also we read that purport. Okay, initially he said because of his illusion, so he don't want to sense enjoyment, he don't want to fight. Okay, but after hearing the Bhagavad Gita, his senses are purified, then he fought. So here also that now, but he did it with a divine consciousness. So how did he did it? So he did it for the purpose to satisfy the Krishna. And what happened? He converted his karma into divine. Okay, fighting he converted. That is his basic karma. The dharma that he converted to purified, and that is the. It was the only goal he has, that he has to work for Krishna. Without the spiritual connection, is the isolation is difficulty. That is challenge that we will be completely overcome by this passion in it. So if you don't have the why there is a huge difference between the devotee and non-devotee. Non-devotee, no, there is no spiritual connection. So they have been isolated. Every time you ask them, they are coming with so much of challenges. Okay, because of passion in it. So whatever they describe, all fall under the category of passion. We'll be rising and falling, our happiness and distress, our misery and joy, all are linked with passion only. That's why we see that the people have so much of material illness is predominant. Okay, so much of mental illness is predominant. Nowadays we see, people are tense, so many psychological hospitals are come. So because of the mental illness only, 25% of the world population, they are facing mental difficulties only. Because our mind is attached to our activities. Recently I happened to see one of the videos that in Japan, we think that they are much advanced and people are happy. No, actually they are so much depressed, they want to be isolated. Even in a restaurant, they don't want to see the supplier. So they have the isolated cabin kind where whatever you order, there is a screen. Behind the screen, the server is waiting. Once you place order, he brings and he serves the food. He will not show his face. So this is what is happening. The people are isolating themselves because of the mental illness. Okay, it's driven by anchoring. They have so much of pressure to earn, because after the World War II, they lost everything because of the atomic bomb they thrown by the US. So they have to start from zero. They grown to such a level, okay, to get it, that become a bonding for that. Even though they have a nice Indian culture type of family, like what do you call that? Not the unique family. They have the community kind. So they live for a longer life because of the habit, okay, working lifestyle. But what the problem recently we are seeing is they are feeling loneliness. Okay, they want to get isolated because of mental illness. Okay, so our mind is attracted for our activities. Okay, so our mind is attached to our activities, driven by the anchoring, and hence become norm. So we whatever we do, no activities that our mind is stuck with that. Okay, we brand it. Okay, this person is like this. So why that is that? It is driven by the anchoring. Okay, I have to make this beautiful house. So his actions are stuck there only. So let's take that example, another example. So the school, no, they are also driving by the marks and driven by the academic performance. Okay, and the schools also consider good if they produce all the children who can score more than 90 thing. So all these IITs and NITs and all, you know, they take cream of boys who come out of that because their team, they don't have to put much effort. Okay, they anyhow they will excel, so they get more popular. So here also the children also know nowadays they at the age of 2 itself they put under creche, play home, school, and also tuitions. The reason is they have been programmed, okay, to do well, so that they get a good marks in the school. So mentally, the mentality of overdoing. So nowadays, no, I saw that the Sri Chaitanya Narayana school, no, the student of 6th standard, he studies the books of 9th standard, and student of 9th standard, 8th standard, he is studying a student books of 11th standard. The mentally they are overdoing it. So this is how they are training them, thinking that this will be the main activity. If it doesn't study well, what happened? So he will not get a good job. If he doesn't get a good job, he will not get good money. If doesn't get good money, he cannot live a happy life what he was dreaming. So it becomes a cycle in their life. Okay, it becomes so predominant that everything, including our nature, inclined to serve. Okay, so it is become a like mechanical life. So inclined to serve others, our responsibility to take care of other member of the family, society, community, and selfless. These are all doesn't come to them because they have been nuclear. Okay, they become isolated. So they have not been cultivated by serving. So good old days, no, people used to serve the elders. Okay, now what the children doing? They are putting their elders into old age home because they have money. They brought up because the parents, when they are building, growing up, they put that in creche and hostel, so that now he study well and gets good job, good money. The same kid, when he comes out with a colorful marks and good job, he gets more money, and in return, because all his life he was isolated, he don't want to stay with the parents, so he also put his parents into the old age home, and that's how the cycle is going on. This is a very wrong way our society is moving. It's not the way it's supposed to be. So in earlier age, the mode of goodness is always the benchmark. Okay. So the benchmark is to decide what the academic. The benchmark is what the advancement of society. Okay, how nicely the society is advancing. That shows that mode of goodness. So now the Kali Yuga is driven by mode of passion and ignorance. Okay, the benchmark also degraded. Okay, people become nuclear and nobody caring other persons. Now the advancement society is how we increase our standard of living. So we think that there are the developed countries, developing countries. So India comes under developing countries. They always categorize. But developed country, if you see, uh, they taking it a benchmark society that how we increase the standard of living. There, if you go to America, there all the high-rise building, all software engineers, lot of money, people stay very far, drive in car. So all kind of standard, they think that they are very high, big houses. So for that there is a push. Okay, they have to work hard. So the same trend for the Japan, all these developed countries. If someone wants to content in India, nowadays even in India also, if somebody don't want to do all this fashionable thing and he want to isolate, he want to lead a simple life, okay, then immediately society is not allowing it. So you have to be urged to go for more and more. So all the relatives, the parents, they push him to go in par with it. That's what their expectation is, that you cannot live like this. So this is how the world is changing now. So in Bhagavad Gita 7.14, okay, there he says that Mama eva me pradapte, Mam eva ye pradaptya. Okay, in that sloka what he says, that this divine energy is mine, consisting of three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered to me can easily cross beyond it. Okay, so here Krishna is saying it in the purpose highlights that the Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are almost in level of the Lord Vishnu, but they are also in incarnation of mode of passion and ignorance. Okay, and they are in charge of that, but they cannot release the living entity out of the Maya. So because they have come from the mode of ignorance, passion, so they cannot release them. So only Vishnu can do that. So here we understood that, okay, the Lord Brahma and the Lord Shiva are also under the influence of Maya only. So when you are talking about Brahma, because he is in charge of mode of passion, okay, his age is 311 trillion years. As of now, he is crossed midday for Brahmaji. Okay. If you take it from the Brahma Vimoha Leela, okay, such a Brahma, lot of lesson we can understand. One is that Lord Brahma is the internal servant of Krishna. He has the highest position. Okay. Many times we think that we know everything. Okay, but that is the arrogant. Okay, and through that we become the envious. Why we are envious? Because of arrogance. Why we are arrogant? We think that we know everything. The difference between material life and spiritual life is that the acquisition of more knowledge. Here what happened, a child is put into school, nursery, then primary, middle, high school, then he is moved to the pre-college, then college, then PhD, okay, then so all that, then he has been going on then. So yeah, if we think that, okay, only more and more he studies, he gets the knowledge. Okay. And people think that if he is a PhD, that means he is a very wise person and more superior. Another day we in the class we have discussed this. There is one PhD scholar, he is doing a research that is plastic mathematics. We know plastic, we know that mathematics. In that research, what he concluded is 1 plus 1 is 2. Even without that, even a nursing class if you go, the child knows it. We have a faith, but they want to prove that 1 plus 1 is 2. This is what that they think that, okay, more knowledge is, they are better people. So, but when it comes to spiritual, the devotees are, how they are, the more they understand about Krishna, they feel that they are nothing, they are very simple. They don't know anything, they are humble state always. Krishna knows everything, and spiritual life begins from there, because from the humbleness. What bewildered Brahmaji is that, not that he stole, in the Brahma Vimoha Leela, he stole first cows, calves, and he kept in his Brahmaloka cave. And again when he came, Krishna, he's finding it, he didn't come back, so Gopas are left alone. Now this time Brahmaji comes, he takes even the Gopas also and he puts them sleep in the cave. When he comes third time, he saw that both calf and Gopas are with Krishna only. So it has happened in Brahma time, it's very short, okay, but in material time it is 1 year. So here what is there is the mothers are so affectionate because Krishna expanded to their calf, and the cow also find very attached to the calf, which is, they didn't feel so much of love earlier. Now they feel so much love. And also Gopas also, their mothers are so much loved because it is none other than Krishna. So Krishna expanded it. That's what the Balram asks a doubt. It is not a normal kid. Their look, feel, it's their symmetry is there. But the behavior that mothers are showing is different. So there he got suspicious. But that is what is bewildered that Brahmaji also. Okay, the love has enhanced many times because everybody is interacting directly with Krishna. By all boys and calf become suddenly, when Brahmaji was looking at them, they are all turned into 400 Vishnus. Millions of Vishnus are standing. Again he got astonished. That is convincing him he is Supreme Lord only. Okay. The more we think about Krishna, more we realize Krishna, we can't understand. More we try to realize Krishna, we can't understand Krishna. Without following the process of taking the shelter of the Guru and his guidance, no, it is not possible to understand Krishna. That's the message. So Brahma only created the brain for us, and when we study the astronomy, that moon and stars and all, no, it is not possible to understand that easy. But the same Brahma is effortlessly creating those stars and sun, moons, everything. Okay. This same Brahma completely surrendered, he is completely surrendered to Krishna, and Brahma Samhita also, the prayer, he is very clearly saying it. He understands very much that Krishna position, okay, Govinda Madhi Purusham Tamam, that Krishna, he is surrendered to him. So, here we have to understand, Krishna is available for us, okay. If you choose towards him in a lovable form, in the deity form, in the heart, or in the house, or in the temple, okay, if you see it in sunshine, water we drink, gift that we give, and people whom we help, so all the things, Krishna's presence is there. He is available. That's why they say that the more we have to have the attitude of gratitude, then we connected and ultimately sort of away from the Maya. So when you realize it, and we get connected to Krishna. So when we leave Maya only, we can get connected. So when you get connected to Krishna, we can easily leave the Maya. We should not take that credit for anything. Like Brahmaji, Brahma Vimoli Rag, and Brahmaji says that Narada, when he says that you are I suspect that you are the creator, you are the Supreme Lord, he is not angry. No, I am secondary creator. Even that also with his supervision and glance only I am doing it. So this is how we have to pray. I am nothing, I achieved it. Okay. In the context we have to have the, generally what is happening is nowadays in the movies, now even a small movie hero, if you give some donation, okay, then people glorify him. He has given charity, this, that, and that. Whereas if you compare to Brahmaji, he created the whole universe. He secondary creation, he gave all the humans, all the moving and non-moving, but still he doesn't take any credit. So we have to understand as a devotee. He gives all credit to Krishna only. Everything comes from Krishna. when we see that some person is talented, we honor him so much, and also we also honor the person behind it. Similarly, we have to honor the Krishna, because without Krishna nothing can happen. Okay, that's why humility, that's where the humility comes. Okay, when you see everything comes from Krishna, then you develop the habit of humility. But example is Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in 1896 he sent the Chaitanya Charita book and various scripture book to England, that Macnell University. So then the Sri Prabhupada disciples were asking, why Bhaktivinoda Thakur is not done the way you are preached the whole world? Then Prabhupada very humbly saying that he could have done Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they could have, Bhaktivinoda Thakur preached in Bengal, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati preached all over India. So here Prabhupada preached world. So Prabhupada humbly saying that my Guru and his Acharyas, they are more powerful than me. Okay, but they left that service to me. So humbly he is accepting that service. So this is what shows the humility. Humility gives us the opportunity to surrender. Okay, Saranagati. Without that, that is without that starting point, there is no hope for us. So first and foremost, the starting point is surrender. We will not ever come to the understanding, let alone fall at the feet of Krishna, because when we surrender to Krishna, he reveals himself to us. So there's an important point which devotees should understand, how this humbleness and all the things, in how to progress our bhakti is. Many people has a misconception about the bhakti. Okay, the misconceptions, certain capability I have to demonstrate. Okay, I have to demonstrate my capability. I need to do something for Krishna. I need to achieve something, then only Krishna recognizes me. You understand? I'll repeat. So what the misconception general public having is, I should have a capability to do something. Number one, demonstrate it. Okay, I need to do something. I need to achieve something, then only Krishna recognizes. Like school, in school what happens, you have to be recognized by the school head, okay, principal or teacher. Then you have to achieve something. Either you should score good mark, or in sports you should be the topper. Okay, so all the thing, and if you don't achieve, then you will not be recognized. So in that background, because this is all mode of passion and ignorance, people are trained in that way. So people, when they coming to the bhakti also, they think that Krishna will recognize me if I achieve something or if I do something for him. But that is not the truth. The truth is that only thing required is sincerity. We should be very sincere. Actually, the process is only when we invoke the mercy. It's the grace that comes from Krishna. Okay, so we have to invoke the mercy from Krishna, grace. Okay, to invoke the mercy, the sincerely demonstrated in so many ways. Okay, how sincerity can be demonstrated? One is that this very important point for the devotees, how we can demonstrate the sincerity, because our bhakti is purely on the sincerity. One is transparency in our daily activities, and the dedicating to the service, accepting whatever comes in our life, putting things in priority, okay, and living a life accordingly. We have to lead a life accordingly, according to the dharma, okay, scriptures. These are the things if you invoke, okay, then the mercy, sincerity will come in line. So we can demonstrate that. The grace is that something really for us, okay, which need to be invoked. The power is of infinite grace is there. So already it is there, okay, infinitely. Unlimited grace is there from the Lord. So that's why when they got blessing from the devotees and all, no, may the Lord grace, okay, shower the mercy, all the things they will bless you. Because the grace is already there, abundantly with Krishna. So Prabhupada demonstrated also in his life, okay, how he showed example. Let's see that. When he went to West, no, he had nothing. He has no contact, no fame, no money. So, leading a life is impossible task. Only thing he had that he had asset of his body. Even that also he had twice the heart attack and he is almost in the verge of death. But he had only faith with Krishna. He okay, and he had a Chaitanya Charitamrita with him. So he could have been. He could have, if he had decided to come back to Vrindavan, he could have done it. Initial days, no, he will go to the port, ship, that time there is no airplane, the shipping yard, and he will ask that counter that, when is the next ship to India? Then after some time he will sit and then he will come back. This drama was going on. So one day the counter person is asking, why you are asking this question? We are not going at all. He said that, no, whenever I had a temptation to go back to India, I'll come here. When I hear the next thing is, okay, I have time to preach. So to fulfill my spiritual master, so I'll go back to him to preach there. So because he is completely surrendered to his Guru and Guru's instruction in order to please Krishna. So this is what that every devotee should understand. We have to fulfill our Guru's instruction so that that will please the Krishna. In the life of dedication, invoke the grace. Through that grace, we have to see that he has no concern of his own life. Only concern was how I can serve Krishna and my. So we should have that thing. There is no personal in the thing, everything. So we have to keep our life in the center, life of the. We have to keep it in the Krishna is the center and serve Krishna. Okay. Next comes. In next example, we will take it that Chaitanya Charitamrita also Kolavacha Sridhar. It's nice. He's very simple like Prabhupada. Okay, humble devotee. He had nothing. He had a small house that also very old, broke. The roof is broken. When rain comes, it whole house will be wet. So he didn't have some old mat. So yet he had so much of grace with. He had a grace with him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desired to give something. Okay, in the Prakash Leela, so there he calls and he invites Sridhar also to that house and he asked me what do you want. I can give this palace. He said that that palace is a disturbance for me. Okay. Then he said that I will give you siddhis. Okay. He said that will distract me. Okay. So, Sridhar says, I don't want anything. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, no, you have to take something from me. Okay. Then he said, okay, if that is the case, I want you to please. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that, okay, if you want me to please, then take something. Then he said that, okay. He said that you have to take this incarnation Nimai and come to my shop birth after birth, so that I'll sell this bananas to you, where you argue 100. So I just converting to our understanding level. The banana worth of 100 rupees, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will ask for 50 rupees. When he is ready to sell at 50, still he said, no, I'll give only 25. Still, Sridhar will say that, okay, give me 25. But he'll say that, no, I'll give 5. he'll say that, okay, 5 you give me. Even that also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will not give. He'll say that I'll give 1. Finally, Kolasaya Sridhar, he will say that, okay, don't give any money, you only take it. So this pastime, no, Kolasaya Sridhar, he is nourishing it. Once after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu leaves his shop, he nourishing it, he is enjoying, he is meditating. He said that this pastime should come birth after birth, and I should take a birth of this small vendor, banana vendor, and you have to come and buy from me. This is my desire. So, from this pastime, what we are understanding, even Radhanath Maharaj says in that the unlimited, okay, the unlimited is defeated by simple love of devotee. Unlimited means the Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has got defeated by the simple love of devotee. So, as a devotee, we should have a simple love. Okay, if that is there, we can easily that simple meaning also. A couple of days back class we saw the what do you mean by simple. Okay, so you can get the reference of that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace and mercy on him. Okay, how did he get it? How he got it? That is, he didn't go to that any schools or top class universities. He did disclose them. He didn't have any big money with him. Okay, nothing. Basically, his sincerity. Try to please Lord Krishna. That's all. He is very sincere to please the Krishna. That is what is lacking with us. Was the most important. Okay, that is the message we get from this. Also from our parampara. Simple sincerity to please Krishna. We have to basically sincerity to please Krishna. That is a message parampara also teaching us. Whatever happened to us, constantly, consistently, our desire to please Krishna. It is not that one day I have in mood, I do service, all services. Next day I don't have mood, so I will not turn up to the temple or do any service to Krishna. That is not there. So actually you should have a consistency in doing your service to please Lord by pleasing his representatives, okay, and following certain process. Is the really our goals? That is the starting and ending. So I'll repeat. What is the devotee supposed to do to please Krishna? Is consistency of our desire to please Lord and pleasing the Lord's representative and following the certain process given by Acharyas is really our life goal. That is only the goal. There is no other material goal. Okay. That is what is the starting and that is the ending also. That is the meaning of sincerity would be. Okay. So now you understood what you mean by sincerity. Why do we are not seeing in our life? Then you will ask that why we are not seeing in our life the sincerity, because we have been entangled with the various modes, particularly mode of ignorance and passion. Okay, so that is keeping away from the mode of goodness. Okay, so we are being away. So pure mode of goodness is because that we have been entangled. Okay, what to talk about transcendental? So here itself we are stuck. What to talk about transcendental of Krishna consciousness? That is the way the challenges are there, and when we see the practical day-to-day life, this is a challenge for us. That's why we are not getting the sincerity in our daily life, sincerity in our service. Even in Shastra, there is no implications around us. In Kali Yuga, the symptom is that we see less duty. We see the duty bond, then that is the enjoyment. Okay, we go by the what we feel, what we see, what we want. Okay, so this is what is the Kali Yuga's people are there. Whatever they see, they'll do. Whatever they feel, they'll do. Whatever they want, they'll do that. This is what the duty bond for them. Okay, to enjoy. But that is not the real thing. The real thing is what we have to do, what our intelligence tells us to do. The intelligence is our Shastras. So, and Acharyas, whatever they are saying, if you follow that, then we will be perfected our life and we can escape from the mode of passion and we can perfected our life and we can be ready to go back to Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you for joining and patiently listening and hope it's worth of the message. Today's sloka also we understanding that from the mode of passion, from the false ego, intelligent and pranas are generated. Thank you. Hare Krishna.